Hi students! Hi grade 4! Miss Megi is here. Are you ready to study? Okay, today we will learning a new chapter which is about our environment. Do you know what's the Indonesian of environment? Environment means lingkungan in Indonesian. The meanings of environment is our surrounding or natural world. There are two types of environments. The first one is physical environment and biological environment. The first thing that we will learn is physical environment. Physical environment is type of environment which is non-living things. The example are, ta-da! This one, the rock. This one is not living thing, so it's included in physical environment. The second example is soil, water, and air. The second type of environment is biological environment. Biological environment is kind of an environment which is living thing. Can you tell me the example? The example of biological environment are human, animals, and of course plants. Here are the example behind me. There's a lot of plants here. Plants are biological environment. Human, like us, are biological environment. Do you understand? Okay. After learning about physical and biological environment, we will learning about natural resource. Natural resource or in Indonesian means sumber daya alam. There are two types of natural resource. The first one is renewable resources. The second one is non-renewable resources. Do you know what's the difference between the renewable resources and non-renewable resources? Renewable resources can be replaced again and again. We can get renewable resources through a cycle in nature. The example of renewable resources are forest, soil, and water. Second type of natural resources is non-renewable resources. What's the difference between renewable resources and non-renewable resources? Well, for non-renewable resources, it is limited. The source of non-renewable resources can be empty one day. That's why we need to use it wisely so the next generation will get it like us. Some examples of non-renewable resources are minerals, coal, and oil. Well, because of the natural resources has its limit, we need to do a conservation to save it. Some natural resources need a conservation. The example of natural resources that need conservation are forest and soil, coal and oil, and our wildlife. How to do a conservation for our forest and soil? Why do we need to do a conservation for our forest and soil? As we know, there's a lot of trees in our forests. The trees will give us oxygen for breathing. That's why forests are so important for us, and we need to do a conservation for it. We need to do a conservation for soil too, because the plants that we need grow from it and we live on it. How to do a conservation for forest and soil? The first one is stop cutting trees illegally. The second one is we need to do reforestation or planting more and more trees. As you know, we really need coal and oil in our daily life. But, like what I said before, coal and oil are included in non-renewable resources. That's why we need to do a conservation of coal and oil. In our daily life, we use coal and oil as energy. So, in purpose of doing conservation, we need to find another alternative energy such as wind, sun, and water. Conservation for wildlife is so important to keep the amount of species in this earth. Many species has been extinct because of the greediness of the human being and the hunters. How to do a conservation for our wildlife? First, government can build a wildlife sanctuary for saving the animals from the hunters. Do you know where is the wildlife sanctuary in Indonesia? These are the example of it. The next topic in this chapter is pollution. Have you ever been in a public space and there's a lot of smoke? Humans can damage environment by making pollution in their activity. So there are some type of pollution. The first one is water pollution. The second one is air pollution. And the third one is soil pollution. Water pollution can caused by a factory which give out waste and throw it in the nature like sea or river. As you can see from the picture here, there's a water pollution from a factory which can cause the change of water smell, color, and taste. The second one is air pollution. Air pollution can caused by smoke, which can be from factory, transportation, or when someone burning something. The third one is soil pollution. Well, soil pollution can caused by detergent waste or human waste, which are more of chemical in it, so it can cause the soil pollution. Well, I think that's all my explanation about our environment. I know that you already listened to me, but I think you need to write it, the resume, on your notes, on your science note. I believe when you're writing something, you will remember it better. So, I suggest you to write the resume in your science note. I will give you the resume of this video after this session. So, please pause this video and write this on your note. And don't forget to answer the exercise in your science book on page 99. You can submit the answer to me through this link below, Google Form. Yeah? Well, that's all. Thank you for joining my science class today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Don't forget to turn on the notification so you will get notif when I post a new video. Bye! Namaskar.